What's happening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and to all of my VC out there? I'm Cheeto2500, and welcome back to Custom Critiques. As you may have noticed, though, I'm using a new kind of sound system, though, and that is because of my new laptop that I'm about to introduce to you. I may have mentioned before that I was having a new computer, but this is it at its normal setting. So this is the built-in microphone of it, though, so yeah, I know it's a little bit unclear, but hey, it works, right? But to show you what I'm talking about, though, let me first give you the box. Now, what I like about this box is that this is not the actual thing, though. The details are over here, and if you may have noticed, it's an Alienware. Let's toss that out. Sorry about that. Now, the reason why it's disguised like that before I unveil it is because it's to prevent, people from getting interested into it or to jack you while in the middle of the street, that sort of thing, though. So that's a really good move from them. And this is the actual box. Yeah, looks really cool. And if I open it, let me a second. It's got this nice, unique, carrying case, that looks like a weapons cache or something like that, Let's put that down. So yeah, it's pretty cool though, and I'm about to show you some of its features though, but not all of it because, it'll take forever though. But a few things that you should know. It's a Windows PC, Windows 10 to be specific. This is an Alienware M17 R3, which is the 2020 version of the Alienware series. So there is an R4 that's available, but the reason why I chose the R3 instead is because the R4 isn't that much different. So I got this one here instead, so I know it's good. And yeah, let me show you the actual Alienware for a bit. So give me just a second to switch to another device. Okay, so this is the actual machine itself. Yep, looks pretty cool, all that stuff, and as you can see, it says the Alienware on it.
Nice.
So it's a nice little sleek design, and all that stuff, and let me turn off the light so that way you can see it in the darkness. So let me put you down for just a second.
A few moments later.
Woo! Looks pretty good to me, though. And if you go to the back, yep, it's got the Alien logo on it. All the colors have changed. And yeah, looks pretty cool to me, though. Yeah, I put that background just for my use, though. There's all of my programs, if you can recognize them. But let me turn on the light so that way I can move on from there. Okay, so as usual though, it's a Windows computer. It has all my stuff though. Now, forgive me for the shoddy quality of the bright light, and yeah. So if you look over here though, if you can properly see, I'll read it out to you. Is the command center, the customers connect, digital recovery, mobile connect, on screen. You can do Alienware updates. So let's view the command center real quick. So it has its own command center here. It has Destiny 2, for example. So you could do the library, you could do the effects on it though. You could customize, and yeah, you could do like a fusion theme and everything. You could create a new theme and all that stuff. And it gives you the overview, the clocks, the temperature, all that stuff. And yeah, you could switch to light theme, you could switch to dark theme. I mean, it's pretty cool all in itself, though. So, basically, the keyboard itself is it's really, really, really smooth, though. For a big guy like me, though, I mean, this is perfect. Has its own little touchpad here, which is barely noticeable. Now, you may think that those holes here are the fans and everything. Well, it's not, though. It's actually part of the design. The actual fan is actually over here, where they blow. And whenever the temperature gets hot, though, they blow super fast and super quickly, though. So I need to induce something. So this is your, the Wi-Fi cable thing. And this is the USB slot. This is for your headphones. 2 more USB slots over here. And of course, an SD card port, though. Remember the SD card thing, back in my review of the AverMedia Game Capture HD that I need a little SD card? Well, I don't need the actual carrier anymore because this will eliminate an extra step for me, so that is good. So the thing is, though, is that this Alienware here is actually a gaming laptop, though. It's specifically meant for gaming. However, though, that's going to be in another video because it's such an extensive topic to cover. And I'll be using OBS itself, to do, the recordings of the games here. As a matter of fact, though, I could show you OBS right now. So as you can see, though, the mic looks good and everything. Like whatever I move, it moves exactly it, though. So therefore, it's recording at that 60 frames per second type thing. So I optimize it for that one. So we'll do that later. Now it has killer Wi-Fi, and parendum. So basically, it's supposed to have good Wi-Fi. So let's go to a website. Let's do Yahoo, for example. Sorry, got to click that. Yeah, let's do Yahoo. Sorry if I'm using one hand. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Now let's try YouTube. If it goes from one screen to another. Okay, not too bad either. So it's cool. And whatchamacallit, though. You have your Netflix and all that stuff. You have your, Windows opportunity, your Office, that sort of thing. And, my files here and all that. And I'm going to go to Control Panel real quick. Right over here. And basically, though, I'm just going to show you the specs of it, though. So let's do hardware. Let me see. No, that's not it. Here we go. System and security. That's it. So basically, it has its own security settings. So this is the information over here. Product ID, device ID. I have to move it far away because I don't want nobody stealing my stuff. So yeah. So I'll read it out to you. This is a Intel Core i7-10750H, meaning that this particular laptop here is more than twice as powerful as my old one. 2.6 gigahertz with 2.59 gigahertz of speed, about that. 16 gigs, of installed RAM, 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor. But unfortunately, it's not touchscreen, but that's fine because I'm good with that, though. Windows 10, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much, all I can display for now, though. So what I am going to do next is to pan it over back to me, though. I mean, this is just one of the few things that Alienware could do. But the last part, but in this episode here, though, but in the next episode, I'm sorry. And I'm a little tired, guys, so forgive me. So I'm going to actually display this here on the next part, though. And basically, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how fast, this thing can process video, so, to give it the taste of its processing power. So, yeah, give me a second to pan the camera back to me, and yeah, I will get back to you shortly.
Later that same evening.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to replug the old blue microphone Yeti into this one is because I can tell that you guys are a little bit annoyed about the crappy quality that the microphone presents, though. May not be the best, but it is what it is, like I said. Okay, so believe it or not, though, I mean, this Alienware is suiting my needs very, very well. And the reason why it took me so long to review this is because I wanted to see how long it lasts, how You know, like, will it last me throughout the day, everything. And so far, it presented me with no problems at all. Well, almost never. But that's just the thing, though. So a few more things about the Alienware before I leave for the next episode. It carries 1 terabyte of memory, which is like 400 gigabytes more than my old one, so that's pretty good, though. So, in essence, though, I have 3 devices of terabytes. The Alienware itself, the Xbox One, and my terabyte hard drive. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing. Okay, so believe it or not, though, I am pretty lucky to have this thing, though, and yep, this will act as a secondary device because I can connect my Microsoft account to this, is because, as always, it's a Windows 10 computer. And of course, though, for the gaming aspect, which I will show in the next episode, I can link my Microsoft account to this one here. You know, for like Halo MCC, for example, I could play it on the computer while it retains my progress, so what? So, yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, and, you know, I'm going to go more in-depth into the gaming aspect, which is I will show you clips of the game, some of the games, that sort of thing. I will go into more depth this time, but I just want to give you guys a taste of what this Alienware can do. So basically, if you're interested, though, you know, feel free to look into this yourself. I mean, I'm sure there's other better laptops out there, but this one serves me well. So until then, this is Cheeto2500. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.